And now for another episode of The Epic Spartanburg.
This is the spring we're looking for. And it's going to wind along, and it's going to come out in what's called the Greenville branch, which is a creek that is open along this area still, but most people don't notice it. And then we're going to look for the outfall along here, and I have heard that the outfall is visible and we can find it, so that's what we're going to attempt to do. We're going to find where the water starts and finishes. Greenville Branch flows into Fair Forest Creek, which flows into the Tiger, which flows into eventually the Broad River. I am Shelley Robbins. I am a program associate with Upstate Forever, regional nonprofit with 3 program areas. We have a land trust, we have a clean air and water program, and we have a sustainable communities program. You know, I was envisioning this quest for the start and end of a couple of springs. It all started with Greenville and their big fancy river. Greenville, everybody makes a big deal about Greenville's Reedy River and the Reedy River Falls. Ever since I've lived here, I've heard about, Spartanburg's got water, it's just buried. I just kept hearing about all the various springs that ran around downtown but are no longer visible. When you have questions about where old springs might be, you go to 2 different people. You go to your historian and the old maps, and you go to your stormwater expert. So I went to Brad Steinecke in the history room at the library, and we looked at the old maps. We saw some of those and determined where some of the downtown springs used to be above the surface. And then I talked to Jay Squires. He's the city stormwater manager. He knows every pipe and underground infrastructure underneath downtown. He's the one who told me about Rockcliffe Park. And we added that to the adventure. Got some of the old historic photos and made some best guesses about where to look. And it turns out we were dead on. Probably the scariest aspect was when we went down into Greenville Branch and we were close to the train tunnel. We knew that there was someone living there. I had envisioned us kind of walking the route, but we couldn't do that because of fences and things. But we found our way in, and we found where it came out. There was that unknown going into the big tunnel where Greenville Branch goes underground for a long time, not knowing what is in the dark. You never go very far into a tunnel like that, because what people don't realize is there can be methane pockets that form from the stormwater gases. I noticed kudzu protects a lot of things. And we think of kudzu as being sort of a scourge, but it actually protects a lot of places, I'm noticing. So I see kudzu in a new light now, as a protector of certain places, as long as it doesn't kill things that need to be there. I have a much better understanding of, the hidden water in Spartanburg. The mystery for me has been solved, at least that portion. I guess the question it raises for me now is it possible for us to turn that water into something in the future? For us to bring it back out from underground and to turn it into something that people will enjoy? I don't know.